Let's make some money!
All you care about is money.
The box office disaster.
Money, money, money.
Alrighty, so if you're just catching up, what the box office draft is kind of like a fantasy league for movies and the money that they make while they're in theaters. So a couple weeks back, me, Drew, and Jake all drafted 5 movies apiece. And every week we'll tally up how much money our team has made. And at the end of the season, which will be the second week of April, the person with the lowest score has to watch a horrible movie 3 times back to back to back. So we said this day was coming. The post-Christmas, post-New Year's, post-Star Wars box office update. And it was a doozy. Star Wars has shot up to be the #1 grossing movie of the draft. At the time of this recording, it sits at about 450. It's probably going to go up closer to 500 by the time this podcast is released. So Drew is sitting nice and pretty with that total there. Again, backed up by Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Charlie's Angels.
Pretty weak backup. It's like when you call for backup and they give you the rookies the first day on the job.
Basically. But quick update on my front. I'm still in the lead at the time of this recording, which is cool. So I'm beating out Star Wars with the combo of Ford v Ferrari and Frozen 2.
Yeah, Jesus.
I've been hanging on that since week freaking 1.
Frozen 2, by the way, now the highest grossing animated movie ever worldwide.
Ever.
So ridiculous.
Very, very quiet about it, I think, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So I've been sitting pretty with that, and I finally get a release in the horizon with Bad Boys for Life with our good old Michael Bay crew coming back. It could be awesome. It could flop. It's a January movie. They're notoriously hit or miss, at the very least.
Gotta love the Michael Bay crew coming back without Michael Bay.
Yeah. All right. Now, Jake has also shot up in a major way with Jumanji doing incredibly well during the holiday season. So much so that by a trajectory basis, it's holding a little bit better when Star Wars comparatively to how big their openings were, which is kind of crazy. Knives Out has also been a surprise hit, officially broke $120 million in the box office and is reaching towards 150, which is huge for an original movie. His other 2 releases are Cats and 1917. We'll get to Cats in a second.
Yeah.
But 1917 is currently in its limited release. So by the time you're listening to this, we might get a better sense of how well it's going to do. But it's coming off this Golden Globes high, which is going to be massive for it in the long haul.
1917 is cool. I'm happy that Jumanji's doing well, like, selfishly. But generally, I'm mad because I didn't like the first one. I didn't even see this one that came out. And I think they're...
You're not supporting your own team?
No, they're so overrated.
This has nothing to do with the quality. You can not like a player but still hate the game.
I know, but it's so ridiculous that Jumanji 2, the sequel to the reboot, is doing so well. I think is ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
technically it's Jumanji 3.
Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much up to date. And Nate is going to fill you in on Cats, which, yeah, him and Andrew were right. Go ahead.
The Taylor Swift crowd was non-existent.
They were just all home for the holidays.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Cats is one of the biggest box office bombs of recent times. They spent close to $100 million on just production alone.
You don't have to just say recent times. You can say history. He needs to hear this.
Give it to me straight. It's my intervention.
Yes.
Yeah. Worldwide obviously helps a little, but we're talking chump change when it comes to box office. It's only made about $25 million here in the States, which is not good.
Yeah, survey says that's not
That
good.
was the Taylor Swift crowd, those $25 million. And even they were like, oof.
Yeah, see, the Taylor Swift crowd got in line and they were like, what's an Idris Elba? And then they went home.
Oh, Lordy. So, one of the rules of the draft is that you are allowed to trade one movie per season. Drew and I have already used our slots to take Sonic and Bad Boys for Life, respectively.
Yeah, not because we suck, but because a movie got taken from me. This is a suckage twist here.
Yeah, movies got released, their release dates were delayed past the point of the draft. So we swapped out our effective zeros for at least movies that'll make something, we hope. Jake, on the other hand, has the benefit of throwing away a movie that is tanking. So,
Yeah.
Jake, what do you got for us?
So yeah, you guessed it. I'm gonna toss Cats happily, and I think I'm gonna go with another movie that really does not look good. There might be a family crowd for it. I'm gonna really take a chance here on Doolittle and make Andrew roll his eyes.
Could you facepalm into the camera a little bit more, Drew?
I more think it's rude that he's not waiting for Cat's other 8 lives before throwing it out. I'm just saying. It seems rude to me.
If it had 10 lives, I would still kick it to the curb. I need something else. This is bad.
Well, in terms of CGI, Doolittle looks a little better.
And there have been trailers that I've seen people give little claps and giggles to. So,
Who's clapping during a trailer, man?
or like giddy, you know,
Like Yippee? Like Jake Lloyd or
kind of.
God?
Well, best of luck to you, Jake, but I personally hope it bombs because it doesn't look good to me.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I have a good feeling that Doolittle will not be on our top 5 favorite movies of 2020. Sorry, Jake. I have a sixth sense about these things.
I also might not go support that, and it's on my team. So,
Yeah. What a true team player. So the box office draft, keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be doing updates. It's going to be a tight one to the end. We have until April to count all this stuff. So that'll be fun. That'll do it for our episode here of the Middle Seats Podcast. Nate Langarini, before we go, where can they find us on the internet?
Alrighty, here's how you can get in touch with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Middle Seats. You can also listen to us on the go on all your podcast platforms, including Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, and SoundCloud. For questions, comments, and updates on the show, keep an eye on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at The Middle Seats. And if you like what you hear and you want to see more content, let us know and spread the word.
We'll be traversing into some unknown. It might be Bad Boys. It might be Doolittle. It might be Birds of Prey. We'll see what's coming in the upcoming weeks. It's not looking great, folks. Let's just say that. Like we're too happy right now. The come down is coming.
Classic January.
Yeah.
Classic January. So, for this episode of the Middle Seats Podcast, for Nate Langarini and Jake Hensler, I'm Andrew Auger. Keep that seat warm, everyone. We'll be back soon.